We're live. We're on.
We're live. Welcome to Henry Castle.
Oh yeah.
What's the theme song this week? Ba, da, 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 da,
You sing this
da,
one.
da,
Ba, 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 ba,
Ba,
da,
da,
ba,
da,
ba,
da,
ba,
da.
ba,
Henry
ba,
Castle.
ba, ba.
Da, da,
Let's go.
da, da.
We're gonna stop doing that.
Yeah, I've got it. Do we? Why?
Many reasons. I'll bring
Yeah.
a notepad next time.
Yeah, okay. A notepad about what?
All the reasons why we shouldn't sing our own intro
Oh,
song.
I thought you were telling me to stop going, let's effing go.
I'd prefer that.
I was like, I don't know why that's fun, but it's fun to say that.
I don't think we got the singing genes.
No.
No.
We didn't. Some people have the singing genes and some people don't.
Yeah.
We didn't get them.
If you don't have them and you try and sing, it's not good. Nope.
It ends up like how that was at the start of filming.
Yeah, exactly.
Fair.
So episode 10, we made it. Look at us now.
10. Boop, 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 boop.
And this is actually our second episode of the week. So
Yeah.
good on to us.
We came across advice that said keep recording and improving, and know that your episodes at the start, they're like, we think they're the best things in the world, but
I know they're bad. I know
Yeah.
they're not the worst episode
I
ever.
don't like even saying that they're bad, but you know, we've
It
got
could be
things to
worse, but we were already improving every episode anyway. I think we're always improving our tech stuff, and then also how we.
As long as you're improving, then it's good. But I still don't even like saying that they're bad, but it's compared to other.
I think our first episode was good enough, and then I think we probably dropped off a few, and then sort of come back since then.
I feel as though it's about the production as well, and we've stepped the production up. The first episode was, I suppose it's like you're really excited. The second you're like, woof, we've got to know how to do that again. And that was a bit of pressure. But in time, we're improving.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're just getting used to talking about anything and everything. And at the beginning, I was sort of thinking I'll just talk about my book, but then you can only talk about your book that you published so much. People don't want to keep hearing about the book that you published.
I kind of do.
Just on and on again
I
every
like
week.
the book so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sweet. You're very sweet.
I love the book. So.
You're too kind.
No, well, I think there's place to talk about the book, but obviously there's got to be the bulk of the program or the episode is exploring something super fun, and we don't even know what that will be today. I've got some ideas in the back of my head, which I don't usually.
Sophie's got ideas. Hold on, everyone.
Let's see if they land. But often, like, we start chatting and you don't know what's going to come up, and that's how the last episode happened, because that was a bit nerve-wracking for me, because I was very vulnerable. But I think I had enough limitations.
Too vulnerable, maybe?
Too vulnerable? I don't think so. I think I had certain boundaries that I almost said my friend's name, but I kind of called myself.
Yeah, no, you did well.
Thanks.
Yeah, I just thought this episode, honestly, 10 is amazing to do 10 of something. So
Yeah, should we do like a high 10 instead of a high 5?
High 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. But every time I do like 15, we'll go and then just.
Nice.
Yeah. No, 10's great. It's a big milestone. Can't believe we've done 10 in about 2 months now. So that's great. You know,
It's great.
Onwards and upwards.
Onwards and upwards. I keep asking people to follow, and at the moment, there's been a realization that we've both had, which is people will follow when the I don't even know how to describe it, but
You're going to beat them up? If there's a threat involved?
No, it's like when the episode lands in a certain way where it does have that really good reception and good impact. That's what that was. At the moment, there is impact. There definitely is some impact.
Keep hitting your hand.
Feel
that, everyone.
Feel that.
Just
impact.
threaten them. They'll follow if you threaten them at this point.
I've tried.
So
I
if
tried
they punch
many.
you, follow. Take that.
I was like pleading online. I was like, please support us.
Yeah, people don't care. People
That
look
doesn't
through
work.
that. People just go, I see tons of that all the time. It's what I
Please.
Everyone's doing that. Places, guys are old.
Yeah.
I think we're so anesthetized. Is that how you say anesthetized?
Yeah.
To those little things around videos saying, support, please follow, click here.
Follow, subscribe.
People are just like, none of that. I just want to be entertained. I want to just see who I want to see. I want to see pretty things, funny
So
things.
that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. But
Yeah.
every week, going to just share what's going on in like our lives and our mind and come up with something. We're going to sing some more songs.
Well, what's been coming on my mind is I realised that I've never actually drank Prime before.
Ooh.
So here we got some Prime.
Prime placement.
Yeah, well, I just decided we might die tomorrow, so we may as well drink some Prime before, while we're in our Prime.
This is exciting.
Yeah, so alright, it's like an unboxing.
Do you think we're
Do you
in
have to
our
shake
prime?
it? You don't have to shake it.
I feel like we're like a little bit past the prime. Did you say 33?
I feel good. I'm the fittest I've ever
I do
been.
feel good.
I squatted 100 kilograms today. It's the most I've
Michael's
squatted.
struggling to open the
I
prime.
don't want to go everywhere, okay?
He's like hiding the
Finesse.
struggle.
Okay, here we go. Do you want to try it first or should I try it?
You try it.
Okay. Well, it's really bad. And we'll just never know.
You might explore.
Okay, here we go. Weird.
It's weird.
It's okay. It's strange.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh. I don't like that at all.
Blueberry, orange, and lime.
Do I? I feel like it's one of these things that might grow on me. It tastes a little bit like a blue Powerade. Interesting.
I could drink it.
Prime. So basically we've got to come out with our own product. We've got to start advertising a drink.
It's basically like a Gatorade, but better though. It's obviously healthier. There's no sugar in it. 2.1 grams of sugar. That's pretty good.
Has everyone tried Prime and we just haven't? Do people know what this tastes like?
I've never been offered a Prime.
It tasted like a blue Powerade, but maybe you haven't tried a blue
No
Powerade.
sugar though. It's good. It's not. Yeah, this is what it's meant to be. It's not like a sugar-free version of the
Tasted
drink.
like blueberry. I suppose that's why it's blue.
I quite like it. I think I had a few sips. You got to get used to it. I think that's what it is. But I think it's meant to be a pre and post workout drink. So
Well, you just worked out. So
yeah,
that
that's
works.
good. Yeah. So here we go.
There we go.
We were in a convenience store a few years ago, over in Surfers, and there was that kid there, and he was begging his parents for a Prime, begging them. Did he get it in the end?
Yes.
I think he bargained.
Yeah, he did.
He went through a process.
He begged and he succeeded.
Yeah, he got it, and he just wanted to go home and play video games. I could tell he was going to play Fortnite, and he was going to get his Prime.
Yeah, smash it.
I think back then, did I have caffeine at some point? Because it seemed like a kid who wanted some caffeine.
It definitely had caffeine.
This got no caffeine now.
Pardon me.
No caffeine.
Interesting. It was known for its caffeine. Maybe they've got different varieties.
Yeah, I don't know. It's alright. It's funny 'cause it just tastes like sugar water, but there's not sugar in it, so it's kind of good.
Great.
Coconut water. Anyway.
So, Mike was saying we saw Prime for the first time really in the shops when we were up in Queensland. I was pregnant. And
I like it.
You like it?
I like
well,
it.
I'm glad you do. Well,
Yeah.
well everyone knows.
Go
now.
Prime.
Everyone knows.
Optimus Prime.
Optimus Prime. Yeah.
Sorry, I cut you off there. What were you saying?
Oh, I was just saying it was an interesting time of our life because we were in the process of trying to find our home. I was pregnant and I began to panic because I was pregnant and we didn't have a home.
Worst time to look for a home.
It's an interesting time to look for a home.
Pregnant wife. But then,
Puts the pressure
you know
on.
what? It's smart though, because if you bought your home first and you then you had children, then you're like, oh no, we're not near any
That'd be
playgrounds.
tough.
Pick a place with playgrounds if you're planning on having kids, and think about where the playgrounds are.
But it's also tricky once you've had a baby. Can you imagine looking for a property once you've got a newborn? That would be almost ridiculous.
Yeah.
I would have found that very tough.
No, definitely do it
Yeah,
beforehand.
so it was a good idea to do it beforehand, but it was also very funny having this looming deadline, and then that put pressure on finding the right home.
Yeah.
And to let everyone know, in case you don't know us personally, we were moving up from Sydney, Bondi, and we're making the big move up to Queensland Gold Coast. So there were a lot of considerations at play. It was a big move. How did you feel when you moved?
Yeah, I think we'd spent so much time in Sydney. I've moved before. I've lived in New Zealand and I've lived in Indonesia for a few months. So
You look like you've lived in Indonesia.
still,
Did you get that in Indonesia?
yeah, still mentally there. Well, episode 10. I thought I'd wear something. I'm going to wear something
love
fun
it.
every time we do a milestone
Yeah.
episode. Probably need to get some more shirts, but some more fun shirts. Probably run out of them eventually. Where did I get this from? No, I actually got it here in the Gold Coast.
Yeah.
They've got a hippie store, so
Love
that's
hippie
where I got it
stores.
from.
So you've lived in a few different places, so you found the move.
Yeah, so it's obviously it was my first time moving away from Sydney.
Okay.
So I moved to New
That
Zealand
makes
for a year.
difference. Mm-hmm.
New Zealand's quite similar to Australia. Indonesia is very different. That's in Asia. So yeah, Asia is very different to Western countries. But yeah, so Gold Coast is even closer than both of them. Those other places.
Michael's mum's also living up here.
And
So
my grandparents. So
yeah, your grandma and granddad.
well, he passed
Right,
away
yeah, he
recently,
passed away.
but he was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you, it seems like Michael found it quite smooth and easy.
Yeah, well, we were staying at their place while we were transitioning, and that was good because it saves on hotels and staying at
Yeah.
places where you're looking.
We still stayed at the Hilton a lot in
Yeah.
Surfers Paradise, which was nice.
Yeah.
But it's funny, after a while you almost get sick of staying at hotels. Felt a bit stressful at times.
Yeah, the moving to and froing, you might get a worse room than you did before.
Some rooms just didn't have air conditioning, which was not
If you're
ideal.
pregnant.
Not if you're pregnant and it's Queensland, it's summertime. It's bad. A bad combination.
It was fun, just like where are we going to end up, which part of the Gold Coast are we going to land in, are we going to make friends, how's it going to be, yeah, all the facilities, the hospitals, everything's had changed, doctors, there's a lot of considerations.
I feel as though I came across a fact that it was 55% of Sydney-siders have considered moving to a rural location, which would include a coastal location, and I found that very interesting. It also made me think that this is smart to buy a property in somewhere that is considered within rural. It's coastal, and
Ain't nothing rural here.
it's not really rural. It's probably the wrong description, really, but
We are close to
coast.
rural. If you go
Yeah.
inland, like 10-15 minutes,
True.
there are cows, but it's still far
They were
away.
just
There's
trying
no
to
cows
talk
over here.
about people who are considering in cities moving away from the city, having a simpler life, having a life. There is definitely a lot more connection to nature up here, I would say. In Sydney, there's concrete everywhere, there's some parks, but there's such a presence of nature. You drive along the road up here and you're generally close to the coastline and can see the ocean, and that is super cool. I love that. So yeah, I don't know, what a start. There's 55%, it's over half, it could be more, who are considering moving out of Sydney, but they don't. A lot of people, and understandably, it's a big move, and that's why I thought, yeah, it's interesting to reflect on.
Yeah, I don't know if moving's for everyone. I think a lot of people would freak out.
But it's interesting that people want to move, but they don't. And it's those factors of moving away from friends, of moving away from your family. I suppose a smart thing to consider is healthcare and those aspects of like schooling if you've got children as well. But there are some things that hold people back, and it's interesting that we did it, and the way that it's turned out has been marvelous. I couldn't have imagined it turning out better. And I think when you hear people talk about moving away from where they've grown up and that safety, often there are these positive stories where people say, oh, it was the best thing I ever did, I wouldn't go back. Like, I'm saying that to people when people say, oh, like, how do you find it? Like, do you want to go back to Sydney? I'm like, hell no. Like, in a very respectful way to Sydney. But, like, it's not for me. And I do think it's not for a lot of people, but they stay, you know? And I don't know if there's something in listening to a podcast about moving and people we have moved. And I don't know if that could...
It takes courage to move.
Yeah, I was going to say give confidence, and courage
There's
is
some courage
an awesome
in that.
word.
People,
Like the tiger.
People are scared to leave their friends and family,
Yeah.
or their routine. What about the work? Will I find employment? People start freaking out about that. It's a big one.
Employment, of
there's
course.
not the opportunity
well,
there.
that's smart, isn't it? You've got to think about money.
There's people up here absolutely killing it. So there's opportunity.
There's so much opportunity. I think sometimes the way people think when we talk to our friends about moving, there's often thoughts that they talk about that it doesn't make sense. It's almost like people, when they're thinking about moving, it's almost as though their mind is telling them information that's actually false, but it's keeping them safe within Sydney. So they might say things like, oh, there's not work available. yes, there is. There's so much work available. For example, on the Gold Coast, we know that location. But I do find that interesting that people often will bring forward reasons that aren't even correct. Do you find that?
I suppose they haven't done it, so they have a list of reasons that's holding them back.
But they're not even real. It's like their minds have told them it's real, but it's not. Like, I often hear people say reasons, but they're not valid. Like they're not substantial enough to like hold someone back. Even like when people say, "Oh, I'd miss my family" or "I'd miss my friends," like they're not going anywhere. Like no one's died, and then you can go visit. Like, we're literally an hour away up here. It's not far, and you make so many new connections as well.
I suppose it depends on how close you are with your friends and your family.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, you're very close with your family.
Sometimes people don't want to just see someone like once a month, like that.
I didn't feel like when we were down there in Sydney that we had a thriving friendship community where we're all doing things and being invited to things. And I know COVID happened, so it kind of screwed up for everyone. But we were coming out of that, and it still didn't seem.
We had friends who were very close.
Yeah, I've got friends down in Sydney, and I'm
just
still friends with them. It's
so
just
hard with Sydney and the distance between.
Yeah, the traffic in between.
The traffic. Oh, Sydney traffic.
And people are tired after work, and they don't want to do anything on a weekday, and it comes around to a weekend, and they've got plans, and then it just sort of goes a certain way.
Yeah.
Whereas up here in the Gold Coast, we're just seeing everyone all the time. We just say, like, there they are. Like,
because there's a different way of living, and I find that interesting because I remember being in Sydney and thinking, this is it. Like, this is, just how life is. People just don't see each other very much, but I'm super social. Like, I could live with my friends in the same home and be super happy. Like, I love friendship. And I don't feel as though Sydney was right for me in that way because it's hard to foster friendships. It's almost like my friends in Sydney, it's what Michael is saying. We love each other so much. We have the best time hanging out, but it doesn't feel like there's the time. Everyone's so busy. I don't even understand. It's that distance thing, the traffic.
Yeah, the traffic, and everyone's just doing what they're doing. A lot of people don't want to live with friends. People think it'll ruin the friendship. I hear that sometimes.
I got told that once, that no, I don't think it's a good idea to move in together because we won't be friends anymore. And I thought, why? Like, what are you doing? That's going to upset me so much. Like, test me. Test me. But I didn't get that opportunity.
They could be doing anything.
What are they doing?
I don't know. They just...
What are they doing, do you think? Like, wearing t-shirts like Michael does every day. And I'm like, oh, too much.
They probably just, like, they don't want to ruin the friendship. Maybe they get on the nerves of their parents or their siblings, and they go, I always fight my parents, my siblings. I don't want to fight my friends.
Yeah.
I don't want to lose my friends. I like seeing my friends.
Maybe it's not them, it's probably me, right?
Like, I don't think anyone's got like some weird habit at home. They're just like, what are they doing?
But we were really putting the focus on my friend. But it's probably me. She's like, no,
it could be you.
Yeah, she's probably like, oh my God, I would find it so annoying living with you.
Sophie just keeps talking. Eventually she'll start a podcast and we talk to her on that, and the whole world will have to hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the cowards who stay behind, they suffer in the end. You gotta be courageous.
Michael,
you gotta get out there in the world. You gotta move.
Don't call people cowards.
You gotta get on a boat. You gotta travel far and wide. You gotta conquer new lands. You gotta see new things. Pyramids.
I don't want to call people cowards. People are not cowards. People are just a product of.
No, if you never move ever.
People are different.
Unless you think the spot you're in is the best spot ever, you just like, I love it where I live. Yeah. This is fantastic. I love it here. It's fantastic. I don't know where that is.
Well, my brother feels that way about the suburb he lives in. I don't know why.
Good for him then.
But he feels that way. Yeah. So that's really cool.
Yeah. So if you love where you are, then good for you. You know, but if you're sitting somewhere hating on it, then you're not moving, then
I still don't like calling people cowards.
I'm just
I
being-
don't think that's.
I'm just being funny.
No, I know.
Jesus.
I know that, but it's interesting because
Yeah.
I understand the challenge that is real.
I just the growth I see
Yeah.
from people who have moved that I know.
True.
There's nothing cowardice about those people. Those people are moving and they're growing. They're meeting entirely new people from different nationalities, different places around the world, different everything.
There's this.
Speaking different languages. I have friends who don't even speak English. I'm like, how do you talk? And they're like, we just try and figure out some words that we know in common, and then we like get by that, and then
That's
try and learn
great.
more words. I'm like, what
That's
the
great.
how like
Yeah.
tell anyone who's listening, how many friends do you have that you don't speak the same language? How many?
Well,
0.
Yeah, because most people speak English.
Yeah, and there's all funny things you learn. Like some countries, they don't distinguish between men and women. It's like it's the same word or something for each, so it's confusing.
Okay.
Yeah, there's all sorts of weird things you don't know
Yeah.
about different cultures.
Yeah.
You know, so
I still think it's interesting, this idea that when people don't move, I don't know, I think it's just the mindset, isn't it? And it's hard to break a mindset, and I don't think I do, so I know you're joking, but I don't agree people are cowards.
I'm just being funny with
Yeah.
that. Cowards are aware.
And it's like, that's super
When you're thinking
intense.
of coward, you're thinking like, we've got a duel lined up, and you better be there for the duel. And if you don't come out of the duel, then you're a coward.
Then you're a coward.
yeah. So, like it's a funny word.
It's definitely, I think what it is. I think the right situation has to be, or situations have to be in place for you to move. And I think sometimes that doesn't line up for people. And I think that could be what it is. Not for everyone. I think a lot of people just have a sense of fear and are scared of the unknown and of change. Change is a huge thing, right, in life. That scares people. And that's what more change are you going to experience compared to moving states, moving countries? The idea of moving countries for me scares the bejesus out of me. Like, that's too much. Like, that's my limit.
When's the last
I'd be
time you
scared.
left the country? Tell us about that.
Michael wants to bring that up, but I don't know. I shouldn't be so embarrassed, but why has it been so long?
You haven't even left the country since we've been together.
I haven't.
How about that?
No, I haven't. Well, I've
Since we
been.
met.
Well, you know why. It's just there's been challenges with my health, and
I think that, but I also think that when we did go on holidays with parents, we kind of fell in love with Hobart.
yeah.
Yeah.
We've been to Hobart many times.
Yeah,
Great place.
yeah. Hobart.
It's like overseas.
Yeah, that's why it
Like-
felt over. It doesn't feel like we haven't left the country.
Is it the Tasman?
Yeah. But
Yeah.
Technically the same country, but yeah, there's some
Yeah,
water.
no, I definitely, see, who am I to talk about?
You're falling to coward territory.
I just might need to make a bit more money through the podcast to fund.
Go fund me, Sophie.
Don't-
Overseas
Let's
travel.
get me overseas, but no, it's interesting.
Yeah, look, I think there are people who maybe travel too much, and all they do. I remember I had a few friends who they just kept traveling, and they just non-stop in their 20s kept flying everywhere, and I remember thinking like that might be too much
Too
change.
much. I don't think you can have too much.
Well, I think you want to be planning what you're doing with your life at a certain point. If you're getting through your 20s and all you're doing is just seeing new places all the time, you're not studying, you're not building on your career, you're not implementing a fitness regime or your diet or anything like that. You're just sleeping in random places, like working
It
bad jobs
sounds
that you
kind of
dislike.
fun.
It is
Yeah,
fun.
yeah.
Yeah, it's damn fun.
But if you don't like your job, that's not great, because that's
Yeah.
a big part of
I think the
it.
best type of thing is someone like moving somewhere and then, being there for a few months and then going back home, or maybe a year or two. But someone who's just traveling month to month to a different place.
What would you say are some top tips that you've learned from moving that you would say would be good to know if you were thinking of moving? What are some tips to make that happen?
definitely move where you have friends somewhere. That's a big idea, a good
Move
idea.
where you have friends.
Or if you have, or move with friends, that's important.
Yes, like we
Why,
moved together.
Yeah, or if your partner, obviously.
Yeah,
If you,
okay.
yeah, I was just thinking if someone was single in their 20s. But
Totally.
yeah, definitely
so
move.
move with a friend.
Yeah, move with a friend or a group of friends or a partner.
That'll just make it so much easier, right?
Well, that gets past I don't know anyone. What happens? Something bad happens.
That's great advice.
If you're scared, you know that's really good.
Mm-hmm.
So I had friends who moved overseas permanently in their 20s or maybe late teens, maybe in 20s, and they've lived overseas ever since, and they've done really well for themselves. They've come back sometimes, but
that's really good advice.
Yeah, and they met
Yeah.
so many people, met so many friends they've made forever.
What else? Because it's so funny when you're moving. There's so many areas that if you have things organized a certain way, like it could help. I suppose. Does anything else come to mind?
Well, besides that, I think when you're moving somewhere new, it'd be really important to, I think, eat the foods of the place.
To eat the foods?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Do you reckon that's why people aren't moving?
People move places and they just
one?
eat the same old food. they try and find all the same food that they got when they used to live.
I don't even know what to say to that.
Yeah.
I suppose that's good.
But you don't have to do that. I guess it's not.
I just don't think that that's the reason why people aren't moving, or
I'm not
why
saying
it's
it's
taking
not
it hard
moving.
for people.
No, I'm just trying to get the most out of it. Just to enjoy your time while you're in the new place. Eat the foods, meet people.
Yeah,
say
I
yes
like
to
that.
life. You know, when someone invites you to go do something, go and do it. Whatever it is. I was in Thailand and I got invited to do Muay Thai. So it's kickboxing, Thai kickboxing.
Yeah.
So they're doing elbows and knees and everything. And I loved it. I thought it was amazing. This is the best thing ever.
Yeah.
Absolutely exhausted afterwards. Went for 2 hours or something. I was just lying on the ground, gasping for air in a water bottle.
Yeah.
But I loved it. So
I'll tell you what, I think holds people back. It's possibly this idea that they have so many possessions and like how are they going to move them? Do you reckon that could be something people think about? Because we literally drove up in the car with everything that we had in our car, and we've got a hatchback, don't we? Yeah. And so I think that's interesting. I think one of my tips, I've got 2 tips that I think would be, or even 3. One tip would be just like travel super light, like just get rid of stuff, cull things, just get rid of it and move, have like less clothes even, just like start afresh. For me, that was one of the best parts of moving. It felt just like clearing the past, starting afresh, and it's the best like when you don't have that many options for things. And yeah, I don't know, I found that really refreshing.
Your possessions end up owning you. Is that the saying?
I feel that's true. So that's a whole thing. I think that's such a cool thing about moving. And then I think with...
You can always get new stuff. There's shops everywhere. Like unless if you have really expensive stuff, sell it and get as much money you can for it.
So like that would be like one of my tips. Just like travel with what you've got. And can fit in the car. Just leave everything else.
There's a certain age. Is there an age where people just would never move once they hit 40 or 50? Once they've got a big house, they've got all the furniture and everything's packed.
I would never move away from Teddy. So if he went to LA one day because he's going to be a superstar, which I think he is possibly going to do. I can just see him doing something like marvelous like that. So I would follow him.
I've been thinking about bringing him on the podcast. He comes in sometimes and he's so cute and he's like sitting here
and
like,
he makes
next to us.
Cute sounds like little marsupial sounds.
I reckon we do it. Even if we just do it for 10 minutes or something.
Yeah, so watch this space. We're going to have a Teddy episode.
It'd be cool if he could, once he's talking, because then we can ask him questions like, what's it like
but
to
I
be a
think the
toddler?
stage when they're not talking, you're just going, and like some random words, like Teddy the other day said umbrella. He just goes, umbrella. And we go, okay, he can say umbrella.
I think if you're watching the podcast and he's on the
I didn't even say
podcast,
umbrella.
then that's fun seeing him, but audibly it would be horrible. It would just be us talking and kind of mayhem.
Yeah.
Don't touch that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're like, come here, and then you just be like, he's so cute, but he gives the best hugs. You just come up here and he's going to be fun.
Yeah, definitely do.
And if it's too weird, we just don't post it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Do people want to see? I've never seen a toddler on a podcast. Probably for good reason.
I don't know. Let us know. Write in the comments. But yeah.
I want to see your toddler. People aren't gonna.
Yeah, they were.
I want to see your baby.
That's so funny. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting.
So, is this your plan to try and just subconsciously get everyone to move?
I think it's just been interesting.
I just feel like everyone's missing out.
That's
I
what
speak
I
to
was
people
thinking.
who haven't moved and they're still there. And shout out to Ridge. I'm always talking to Ridge, and I can tell he'd love to move. He just, and Monica would too, but she says, you know, I don't want to be too far away from friends and family.
So, yeah.
And the perfect example. And they've got lots of stuff, and they've got a family now. But there's really, obviously, careers holding them back. They've got good careers, but their careers could be here too. So anything's possible. But I just know how much fun we've had in that in the time period since we've left. And you can always...
It's the absolute best because you can ultimately pick. Well, it's definitely easy moving around Australia.
You can always move back. That's the thing too. You may as well just move, and if it doesn't go well, like what is not going well? Oh, I missed people, so I moved back. And then what did you lose out on?
Fair.
Like what really changed?
That was going to be my second tip. It was going to be around trying to create some kind of setup that you feel comfortable with your friends and family, and you think, okay, this could work. With like my family, my parents come up every month. For me, that's good. That's great. And I felt comfortable with that setup, and then we moved, and it's been working really good. It's the time that you have with them is even more special than when you see them a couple of times a week or more, and then you start to get on each other's nerves a bit, perhaps, like, but I just find when you see someone just once a month, how special. And I think that's an interesting way to overcome that thought of, oh my God, I'm going to miss my friends and family. And
people visit. If you live somewhere close by, we've had people come up and visit us, and we've gone back down and visited them. So it's not like we haven't, and we've met tons of new people up here.
So many new people, and it's like those gaps that are created by not having your family here. All my friends up here, except two. I think even just one. No, two. Two of my friends out of like, gosh, I've been so like.
Our experience has probably been different because of the Teddy. So having a baby when you've moved somewhere new, you're gonna so you meet so many new mums with other babies.
Yeah.
It's a ticket to new friendships that I think a lot of people don't have.
I think if you're focused on making friends, that opportunity is there for everyone, and I think it's a mindset. True. And it's the thought process. If I just say hi to someone and say anything random, people will talk, and if you're meant to be friends, you'll have a connection, and it develops.
She's the best friend maker I've ever seen in my life. No one makes more friends than Sophie.
Oh, as I said, I love it.
Yeah, since I've moved up, I've made friends, but the friends I've made are at the gym, or they're partners of the friends, the mums you have made. So I think everyone's got a certain amount of like friendship quota of how much time they want to spend with friends a week. I've had it weird since being young. Like I've had my friends that I've had forever, and they'll know who they are, and I love the dynamic of them. And it's funny when you try to meet new friends, and it's like you sort of use the type of friends you have. Okay. And I think this happens a lot to men as they get older. They don't, maybe women too, I'm not sure. You kind of like, it's hard to make new friends. I think I hear that a bit.
I think it's interesting with a setting like Sydney. When I was down there, I suppose I wasn't in the frame of mind of needing or particularly wanting to make new friends because there wasn't that pressure. However, being up here, and similar to, as I was saying, like all my friends except two of them, everyone is away from their families. So that's made it so much easier to connect with people and to create friendships that are really close. And we rely on each other because we're all here on our own. We've got little families and we're doing it all on our own. We don't have people coming in, you know, taking the baby for like an hour or what, like we don't have that. So we connect deeply in that way. It's interesting.
You have something, a really big thing in common.
A big thing in common. That definitely helps.
They're so nice, all the people you've met, and even all their partners are really nice too.
Yeah.
I met a lot of good friends. so far. But I just feel like the way I used to see my friends in Sydney when I'd hang out with them, I'm just so used to that relationship. So when I see Reg Orlando, just my friends, I go, I'm
It's
just,
the best.
yeah, I'm so
I love
comfortable with
friends
that.
like that.
I haven't made any friends up here that I'm so comfortable with them that we hang out the same way. But I feel like I see my friends every day at the gym because we go and I do these classes and we're always there and we're always chatting. And I come home with Sophie and Teddy, he's my best friend now. So
Best friend.
yeah, I just like my time is, and then I still speak to my really good friends in Sydney and overseas who live in Indonesia and also Finland and stuff. So, but I think people do find it hard making friends as they get older. And I suppose if you're going to move, people think, well, I'm not going to make new friends. That might be a really big concern for them. If they're not making new friends where they live.
I feel sad when I hear that for some reason, and I think it's because it saddens me to think that people would feel like they're not going to make new friends because
I think that's true. I think a lot of people would move and they wouldn't make new friends. It's really hard to make, because sometimes it comes off when you're trying to be friends with someone. Some people get really weird about it. It's like really awkward.
It's kind of knowing when to pursue a friendship and when to go, oh, that person's not aligning with me at the moment.
I've felt sometimes like when I'm talking to someone, I go, this feels fun. Like we have got a fun banter going on. We should be friends. And you can tell like you start to make steps towards being friends and they just like get weird straight away. Like, oh, we should do something.
Did you have this top on? His top's got all wires over it.
If I wore this and I went out, and the other thing is I don't drink anymore. I don't drink alcohol, so that's probably what's happened with my friendship thing.
Yeah, alcohol's a big one. And,
if you wear this and you go out and have a few drinks, you're gonna have all the friends in the world. Your friends for life. A few beers. But no, I don't drink. I haven't drank in years, so.
You drink Prime now.
Prime. Just start screaming Prime as I drink. So yeah, another Prime. But yeah, I do miss hanging out with my good friends in Sydney. Like when we go back down to Sydney and visit, we go out for dinner and it's hilarious. They're so funny. The stuff they say, it kills me. Yeah, and my daddy will come as well and he's hilarious too and he's one of the boys. So yeah, when we all get together, it's just the best. And I don't have that exactly up here. Like I've got some friends who are really fun at the gym but it is, I haven't met anyone of that, where it's gone to that level. Maybe in time. But how are you ever going to replace your oldest friends that you know since you were a kid?
Because it's like we've got these different silos of friends. There's like different groups, and they're distinctly
But some people do make really good friends. Oh, Teddy's awake.
There's Teddy. Alright, we love you, everyone.
Love everyone. We're our best friends. We love you.
Bing. Episode 10.
Move.
Bing, bing.
Come in and get on the podcast.
Alright.
Bye.
Bye.